Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. So, tonight we are. Whoa. Why? I don't know why I'm echoing. One second, you guys. Is that echoing for you? Thank you guys for being here. Let me just check something. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. The sound is going to be a little different. Let me know if it's a lot worse, if it's better. But I used I changed a setting. I had to come back in with a different setting. I'm glad there was no echo for you guys, but I don't think I could have went on like that. It was terrible. Um, it was terrible. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. We're back at it tonight with new calls from Leticia and her friend. These calls take place on May the 19th of 2025, so just over a month ago. We're going to hear we're going to hear a lot. We're going to hear a lot. Okay, the last two calls so I have the video uploaded and ready to go. The last two calls we're not going to listen to. Jen's going to join us a little bit late. She'll be here in just a couple minutes. But yeah, so the last two we're not going to listen to. So when they upload with no commentary, if you want to hear those, go check them out. There's really not too much on those two, and we still have an hour and 20 minutes that I do want to listen to with you guys. So girls, Nana, thank you for being a member for 20 months. And Rope Scout, I just wanted to say, even though I said in the chat, just audibly to you, I am so, so sorry for your loss. And I'm glad that you're here. And I hope that I can get your mind off of it for a little bit. It's crazy because I look forward to coming on too with you guys and just getting a little bit of a, not necessarily a break, but like some separation in my life and away from whatever I might be going through personally. But hey, J13. Hey, everybody coming in. Let me see if you guys had mentioned anything about this audio. Make see if it's okay. You guys said no echo though, but interesting. But let me know if it's bad. It's way closer to my mouth. Solo Angel Mama. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. OMG, looky at me. Okay. Super helpful for distraction purposes. Absolutely. All right. So let me just go ahead and start the screen share. Don't know if Jen will be able to listen to what she's missed, but let me turn on closed captioning. Here's the thing. Right before the live, I got a copyright strike for, now I thought it was going to be the last song because there's the last call because they're singing and rapping to each other like back and forth like crazy. But it's actually, they timestamped like 6 different places. And it's actually the, hello, you have a call from an inmate at whatever. I guess someone used that in their song and it's the automated system, I'm assuming. The weird thing was it it had some settings that usually don't occur until after you fight the copyright for me anyways, but I muted them out. So when you hear the calls tonight or on your own, the no commentary ones, if you hear like a 15-second mute, that is where the hello, you have a call from an inmate at such and such. So at the beginning of this right here, you're going to hear that, and that's what it is. You can fight it. I just muted it out because fighting it takes time. And I just wanted to be able to have it ready to play for us and also ready to go up for you guys. So like even while it was editing that made it unavailable. Thank God it's done and it's been, silenced out. Hey, Justin, I had a good 4th. I hope you did too. We did some fireworks, and across the water they had huge ones, because the big ones aren't legal here in my state. But yeah, I had a good one. I hope all you guys had a good 4th. Okay, so here we go. First 20 seconds are going to be muted, the first 19 seconds. And then we're going to hear Leticia talk more about Kit. I'm assuming she doesn't say her name, but she says,
Hello.
I talked to, she doesn't say her name. I don't know what she says, but old girl said, I think she might say old girl said you were lying. And then they talk more about this guy that she called her boyfriend, the one that she doesn't actually know. She talks about lotion and stuff for Commissary. They talk about that on and off throughout the calls. My notes, I literally wrote blah blah, buy me stuff, blah. Then we'll hear just a quick 30-second call where Leticia doesn't come on. Then we'll hear more about the all the different things that Leticia has available to her. She literally can rent new release movies. She talks about getting a hair straightener and a TV. Here's something that comes up that we're going to hear in the second full call. Dentures. I guess Leticia had to have her teeth pulled. We know that she had teeth and she had one veneer, right? And we saw she broke that while she was in there. And I do know that in jail, if you have a bad tooth, you have an infection, they just want to pull it. They're not big on treating it. But apparently she's got dentures. And we'll hear that in 2 of the calls. You guys help me make sense of it. She does talk a little bit about how she has seasonal depression. And she actually says, my case happened. When did my case happen? January. So I thought that was interesting. But and then the last 2 we're not going to hear. So yeah, that's my notes. That's what we have to expect. Buckle up, and here we go. We'll wait on Jen. She'll be here in the next probably 15 minutes or less. And yeah, okay, here we go.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Good. I called to tell you if you knew that you were called a liar from the pits of hell.
So I did make this louder because all this is just one long call. Okay, this hour and 40 minutes is one long call, back to back to back, starting at 3:14 p.m. on the 19th. So she said, I called to tell you you were called a liar. She doesn't even say who. But if it is too loud or I need to adjust something, you guys let me know, because without Jen up here, I don't know. So just let me know in the chat and I'll do it. Okay.
So what?
I heard it. I called to tell you that someone called you a liar from the pits of hell.
Who called me a liar?
Hey, remember I called that lady out? Obviously, I didn't tell her your name, but I just told her. I said, my best friend told me you said all these things, whatever. And she was like, hi, good morning. I want to let you know your best friend is a liar from the pits of hell.
I'm not lying. If I could play what she says on the phone, I would.
She said,
yeah. I mean, it's one thing if she wants to talk about whatever, but to put you down and stuff, that's just another story to me. I'm sensitive towards you. You know what I mean? So maybe I.
You know I believe you, right? You don't have to explain. I believe you.
Oh, okay. You already know me. I get. You're like a sensitive subject on me. So yeah, anything you say negative about you.
Okay, sorry to pause so soon, but I have to say, first of all, you already know you're sensitive subject for me. Okay, you don't have to explain yourself. I get the feeling that this girl has feelings for Leticia and that it makes Leticia uncomfortable by the way that she did that. Other things too, but I'm sensitive with you. I just, okay, you don't have to explain yourself. I know you. Yeah, you know me. You know I'm sensitive. I don't know. Let me know. Do y'all feel that way?
She goes, I'm sorry to tell you your best friend is a liar from the pits of hell. She was like, I just got back from She said, I just got back from up north with my grandbabies, and I haven't been on the internet. It was awesome, but I should be back. Anyway,
Yes, she has. She went on there to talk about how you got transferred, and she's going to go on there and get it from you, and get the info from you and all this shit. And just before that, she was on there talking crap with, I don't know what girl it is. She's married to your cousin or something, and she's supposed to go to some, like, barbecue thing or something a long time ago, but she didn't go because she had something else to do or something, so she never met you in person. I don't know who it is. And I never watched it either. Like,
I don't know what that person was talking about, and I don't know anything because I wanted to meet no family and no barbecue ever.
Yeah. I mean, if I could play all these without it, like, cutting us off or doing something wrong, I would. And show you what she says. You know, but what were you going to say? I cut you off. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I believe. You don't have to listen. And then she says...
No, I'm telling the truth. Anyway, like, I really am.
You're telling the truth? Hey, mystery woman. I heard you tell Leticia that people online were talking about how they were going to ruin her visitation and call up there and make sure she doesn't have any visitors or schedule fake visits and all that kind of stuff. That was a lie. I've never seen that anywhere. And I could probably think of several other things that you have told her either by accident and you've gotten it wrong or you intentionally got it wrong. But you have got some things wrong, honey. So you might need to listen a little closer since you're relaying all this to her. And I would recommend play it for her. Play it for her. What's the problem with that? If you're going to tell her, hey, I heard so-and-so said this, press play and let her hear it. Because your comprehension doesn't seem to be like top notch, in my opinion, at all. Even mid-level. Your comprehension is not even mid-level. Or however you want to say that. It's just not.
I believe you, lady. Anyway, she says, I had to re-add you on here again. I guess you deleted me. Weird. So I was thinking you think I have some kind of motive. That shocked me. If I feel that way, I kind of get it. But if you feel that way, I kind of get it. I've always told you that I've seen in you caring about my parents. Always kind. But made it bigger than it was. You have never been a focal point on YouTube of mine. With me, anyways. I'm not lying either. And I don't follow what's been going on. I'm too busy doing real life. But after I found out you moved, I messaged you. I said something, and people said you were suing the other prisoners. I have no clue. But their paperwork people have done lives. So that's all I know. Sorry you feel this way. I hope you're doing well. My dad is in remission. I miss my mom. It would never be over. I would never be over it. Hard to explain. Finally, this summer, I get to travel. And if you remember, I have been on vacation. Well, I'm going to Seattle in June, Missouri in August. I'm so excited. I joined a gym, and I go 3 times a week.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't like this, that she's reading it like this. Let me just check something really quickly. Just want to make sure I didn't miss something here. Yeah, I don't think that we have the power to ruin her visits. But she meant like we would, I guess the way I took it was we would call, right? And have visits scheduled that we never did. And that would ruin it. So let me just make sure. I'm not repeat her. Yeah, she wants to ask questions. She's here. They were telling ourselves, Rebecca, I told her. I told the shots, I believe my best friend. I know you're talking about me. Just like Amy Lang. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to. I know there was another time that I had to bleep out a name, and I wanted to make sure that this message wasn't signed with her name, and I missed it. Okay.
So your information, also to be honest, you're an interesting person. If I do have questions, I would ask you straight up. I would not resort to YouTube.
Yeah, she wants to ask you questions. She said to them, if you guys have any questions, I'll ask her and get it from her. And she's like, what you guys don't know is she's watching all of us. And she said, who's ever telling her, stop it.
So I wrote back and I just said, I told her, I said, I saw the screenshot. I believe my best friend. I know you were talking shit about me. I know you have a motive. I have nothing else to say.
I'm curious, Kit, when you see this, is this true?
I would not dish it out. That just upsets me because, her motive is like in the wrong direction. If she wants to be your friend, you don't talk shit. Just like that fucking Amy Lang. You don't go do things behind someone's back when you're calling them a friend or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
If she had the right motive with it, yeah, if she has the right motive and like she's like legit like being kind, of course not everybody's gonna be kind all the time, but at least has a positive motive towards it. It's not like a positive motive that she has, and I'm definitely telling the truth, and I'm definitely gonna look out for you, and I'm definitely like 100% gonna have your back,
I know.
I don't care what anybody. Yeah, I'm sensitive when it comes to you, and I might have been a little bit more sensitive at the time when you were in Topeka because I was already like feeling some type of way of how they were treating you there. But
so then you ready for the next one?
What?
You ready? Okay, this is for my boyfriend.
Oh God! You don't even know.
That laugh. She is just so proud of herself for just so, I don't know. Ugh.
I don't know.
Your new stalker.
He goes, longest weekend ever. Gosh, I just had to write you just in case. I missed you already, Tisha Lynn. I thought about you all weekend. I'm always here for you, doll. Thank you for putting a smile on my face. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you got another weirdo like that one guy that always said that he died.
I know. Then he said, been waiting on you.
Nobody normal.
This came in, I guess, Friday night. I guess you don't realize that I can't write back on weekends, but anyway.
That's you, Shane, who's messaged Tisha? That's who they're talking about? I saw you write love you, Tisha, in the chat, so I don't know.
Right. He goes, been waiting on you.
Who you're talking to.
T-shirt. I don't know why he called me T-shirt. It says T-shirt. I'm happy I got to hear from you. When you explain all the baseball stuff to me, I'm watching the Mariners play the Pittsburgh Pirates just for you. We watch movies and I watch all kinds of stuff while you're away. I would do the same with you. You're not doing it alone. I want you to know I got your back. Sorry. I think he meant back, maybe.
Yeah.
He said,
Punksy, thank you for rejoining. Thank you so much. And Shane, if you're being serious and that really was you, do you hear them laughing at you? Do not let these hussies laugh at you.
don't be scared. I guess he means if you ever need anything, just let me know. Just want to let you know I was thinking about you today.
Okay,
like I said, I put you as my girlfriend. If they ask, wink, wink. I don't know what to say. Just because you're so strict.
Huh?
It says, I'm so strict, and you know I'm a good fortune teller. He said, I'm so strict, and you know I'm a good fortune teller. Hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. I can't wait to hear from you again. Right back soon. Try to find a picture. I don't know what he means. Oh, I guess maybe it's him and his boy, maybe. So try to find a picture of me and the boy. You got this. Remember, I got your back.
What are you trying to find a picture when he was a boy?
It says of me and the boy. I mean, maybe he talks like him and his boy, maybe. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. There is a picture. There is a picture of him. I guess it's attached. I see it.
Hey, guilty of crime. Are they reading someone's letter? Yes, apparently, according to her. I mean, who knows the truth? Like she called her like guilty of crime called her Leticia Stauch. Leticia. Who knows with her? This is so weird. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, the boy, his dog. It's him and his dog.
Oh,
I was confused. Remember,
wait. He's right. It really has to be you because you wrote dog before she said it. Wow. Shane, don't you let the, like I said, don't you let these hubbies laugh at you. Wow, that tripped me out. He wrote dog as soon as, then she said it. As soon as I saw that he wrote that in the chat. Okay.
I had said, what kind of dog did you have? And I told him I wanted to be a dog handler, and
I'm
I guess
sorry.
he's telling me he has a dog. And here's his picture of him with a dog. But you really, like, you can only see one part of his face, like half of his eyeball, and the nose, and then you can see the whole dog.
He doesn't even have a face.
Wow.
It looks like you can't, like, on the tablet, the way the pictures are, sometimes on the tablet, the pictures come, like, so big and blown up.
Oh.
Like, I'm sure if you printed them, it'll come out right. Hold on. Right here. Oh, they're coming early.
What does he look like?
I can't see nothing but a green eyeball. Hi, how you doing today? Let's go. We got some canteen today. I'm wired up. Yeah, I am.
You can't stop. So I called I called them today, and she says that it said something on the on one of the things about why like phones drop and stuff. That if it goes quiet for a little bit, so don't let it go quiet.
I forgot. I get one of these. No, okay. Great. We got milk today. All right.
Oh, I got up to the bagels, the sesame bagel, and that's all I could put on there because it's $59. I put 3 so because it was.
Let's just talk some more about what I'm going to buy you because that's what every inmate likes to talk about. Ask Stephen Stearns as he talks to his parents about whatever. I'm in like, oh my God. Well, just so you know, Shane, her friend watches these lives. So, hey, Lucid Dreams.
I put 3 bagels just to make it closer to 59.
You truly never know what is going to happen when it comes to these calls, whether it's in the calls, surrounding the calls. I'd never, like, I don't know. I'm just like in a constant state of shock or surprise or like, okay, I'll just keep going.
Yeah, because you could only I could only do 59.05.
Oh, okay. Let me see where I'll put that out on. Wait a minute.
I got up to.
Hold on. Yeah. Somebody else sent me one.
Huh?
I bet you somebody else sent me one.
What?
Hold on. Let me tell you why.
Wow.
Let me go look at why I say that. I read the flyer over here. Okay, so
Okay, so just briefly for people coming in, hey Scott, I see you're coming in, and for people asking what's happened, it is wild, Shane. Amanda, thank you for being a member for 7 months. I hope you have a great day too. And then, okay, so Gina, that's the comment I saw. Good to see you, and I'm glad that you're talking. Says I'm normally quiet, but why is this girl buying her stuff? Who is she to Leticia? We don't know. This is a friend of hers, a mystery friend that she was talking to in Kansas. We know that. And you're going to hear this girl talks more about some of the people in Kansas. Like she talks with some of them and stuff. I don't know how it started, but they have a friendship. This is the only person Leticia talks to. We got like, I don't know, maybe close to 100 calls, and there was only one with Brenda. The rest were all with this girl. They sat on the phone for like 2 hours a day and talk about everything. Okay. And this girl is sending her a lot of money. They talked like, what was it, a couple $100 last time we were on, and sending her care packages and all kinds of different stuff. So, I don't know too much more than that, but that's where we're at. Then Leticia has been talking about a guy that had reached out to her, and he's here in the chat. Which, I appreciate you talking to us. And I just encourage, I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. You guys are adults. I just encourage you guys um, to be kind. We may not understand it, but at the end of the day, I don't want, I don't want to be rude. And I hope that you understood that they were like trying to laugh at you, and that's not cool. And you deserve somebody way better that won't laugh at you with her friends like that. And she's probably just going to use you for whatever. I don't really see, I can't understand it, but it's not, whatever, to each their own. But so that's where we're at. She's new to us too, Paper Moon. So the calls we've, maybe I've got a playlist on my channel with commentary and one without. And, we've only been listening for the last couple weeks worth of their calls, and it's just something new that's happened. But like I said, they do talk a lot. Okay, good, Shane. All right, so that's where we're at. All right, you guys, let's keep going. I'm going to have to catch Bindi up too when she gets here. Leticia reads her messages from other people to this person, says everybody's a liar. This person claims how, no, I would never lie to you. And she seems to be a bit jealous of the guy who's reaching out to Tisha. And
Yep, somebody else sent one. Okay, that makes sense. Was it 59 before taxes or after?
Yeah, because the crazy thing is, the other day when I looked at it, it said 100.
That's what it is. It's just 100. Somebody just did one. Somebody has to. Because, not that I'm complaining that I did. It just...
Wait, they might not have anything on
like you, it just... I'm like you. It just said 100 too. That's why I'm like,
yeah,
hold up now.
I was confused.
Yeah.
I was so confused because the other day it said 100 and then all of a sudden it said 59. So I need to get to it right away before someone does it, because who knows what you're going to get sent.
Well, the thing about it is, they start sending the hygiene, they rob you. They rob you for the hygiene here. You won't get it. They rob you.
You won't get it. They rob you. Poor Linda, thank you for being a member for 4 months. So happy to be a part of this amazing community. And Punksy, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. And I'm so glad that you're part of this community too. And you guys are amazing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
They go in the bag
They
and
rob you.
With hygiene.
Okay, because they want.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, and later she's going to explain how she has this personal care lotion, or if they were just talking about it and I zoned out on the chat, that is like the one in the $1 aisle at the dollar store. So they are stealing y'all stuff and aren't just going to go buy their own? Like, I'm sorry, I don't believe that for a second.
Well, I did.
When Joe sent me all them packages before, when I first got here, all my hygiene got robbed and I never got it back.
Oh. Well, I got everything up to, on your list, up to the, and I just put one more bagel, yeah, because there's nothing else that's cheap enough to make it fit.
Oh, at least I just, that was what I wanted anyway, with coconut powder, the airheads, Cheetos, and the pork, and those chicken sticks, and the Vaseline, so that's perfect.
Okay, I'm going to do it right now before someone else, tries to do something weird. I was so confused because it said 100, and then all of a sudden it said 59. I could have fit all that in there.
And I'm wondering if I should even take the Vaseline out, because I'm scared that might get spoiled too.
Well, I mean, we can try it.
Yeah, try it for the first time and see how it goes.
Yeah, because you're gonna, want it.
Well, I got lotion today on Canteen. One of the lotions went through, but it's
there. It is.
Personal Care Vitamin E Skin Lotion, new and improved formula. So, I mean, if this ends up being
new and improved formula. Sorry. New and improved formula. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about to you guys, which they do actually make some great dupes of other products. And they're $1. They're in that dollar aisle at your local Dollar General.
A good kind.
It's
I don't mind using this
formula.
because this is vitamin E and A advanced moisturizing. I just didn't know what kind they have on here, you know?
Yeah.
Formula.
Well, what do you want to do?
Yeah, you can take it off. Because I know it's going to get taken. Like, I don't want to even, I know I'll call you and be like, guess what? And you'll be like, witches.
Okay, so take the Vaseline off.
Yeah, I put the sour punch. Right.
That one's $10.35.
Oh, the sour punch is then take a bagel off, one bagel. So how much is that coming down to?
The bagels?
If you took one of the bagels off and the Vaseline off, how much do I have to take off for that?
Oh, okay, let's see. To update.
Advanced formula.
So now we're at $46.75.
So it's still 2 bagels, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, you added a sour punch bite?
Yeah. I got the Airheads bite rainbow berry.
They're in the sour punch bites. How much are those?
Oh, sour. Okay.
She wants a damn Sour Punch bites.
Zero that out in the quantity spot first, but you're not gonna want those.
What?
Agreed.
The Airhead Extreme Bites.
No, yeah, you asked me did I want to take off the Vaseline, and I said yes. So I said, can that be replaced with the sour punch bites?
Okay. Yeah. Let me see. I gotta go back. Go back to my thing.
I don't need personal care items. I need snacks. It's like, I need the money.
Ooh, we got burgers today.
Sour Punch. That can be replaced.
We got burgers today.
Hamburgers for dinner.
Oh, you did?
Yep, the real hamburger.
You're here. A real hamburger. Uh-oh. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Dude, I'm glad you messaged in the private chat because I didn't see it. I don't get a special message like you do that somebody's joined your panel.
You should join. I'm trying to tell you, join Streamlabs. You can do more.
Okay, so I got to fill you in real quick on what you've missed.
Okay.
Now, it's not been a ton, but okay. So first we have Leticia immediately starts the call with, oh my God, old girl said you're a liar, talking about Kit. And then they talk about her a little bit and what Leticia says she told her and what she said to her. Then
Oh,
she says, my boyfriend reached out to me. And the girl's like, you mean the guy you don't know? You don't even know? Well, as she says that, Shane comes in the chat, a guy named Shane. And he's like, that's me. And I'm like, okay. And we keep going. And Leticia is describing, here he is. Look, hi.
I see.
Leticia is describing a picture that he sent her, right? And
Okay.
before she can describe it, he types in the chat, dog. And then Leticia says, him and his dog. So he literally is him because even the chat is 20 seconds delayed, but you can ask the people that were here. He wrote it.
I
before she
believe
said it.
you. I believe
Yeah.
you. I
And
believe
then,
you.
okay.
And then there's more?
Yeah. I'm just explaining too, because I'm not tripping. He really did say it before. But then,
Okay.
let me see what else. She makes Leticia uncomfortable. Like, she's like, I'm sensitive over you. And Leticia's like, stop, you ain't got to tell me. And she's like, well, you know me. I'm sensitive over you. It was a moment where I felt like she made Leticia uncomfortable with how she cares about her. It was interesting. Yeah.
Oh dear. Nothing
And
worse
then,
than unrequited love.
yeah, and then that's it. Now we're talking about Commissary, but not for too much longer, but
And a hamburger. Yay, Tisha got a
yeah.
hamburger.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at. How are you doing
Okay.
tonight?
I'm good. Oh my
Well, I'm happy that
goodness.
you're here.
Me too. So Shane, are you the boyfriend or she just calls you the boyfriend? What's the deal, bro? Spill the tea.
Give us the tea. And we're not going to listen to the last two calls. So we don't
Okay.
actually have an hour 39. It's like an hour and 5 or 10 minutes
Okay.
that we had to get through. So, and we
Oh,
don't even have to get through it all. I mean, honestly, we'll just play it by ear and go for until like 10:30. And then,
okay.
is that
Hi,
cool?
everybody in the chat. It's good to see everybody. I hope you guys had a fantastic 4th of July.
Oh, look, Shane says, love you, girls.
Oh, well,
Shane,
thank you,
you are very
Shane.
nice. Thank you for being kind to us. But yeah, give us
Yes.
the tea if you want to. You don't have to, but yeah. Curious what you think.
Well, then, Shane, if you love us, then you must know that how Allie and I roll. And
We shall see.
I'm going to tell you right now, if Leticia comes out with ridiculousness or poppycock or anything, I'm saying it, not holding back just because you're here. Okay.
Same. Well, I mean, they were kind of like mocking him a little bit, like not mocking him, but also like laughing at him for even messaging Tisha, like
Oh,
just being rude. But
Leticia was being rude.
oh,
And
and
oh,
go ahead.
what? And New Amy was being rude too. I am shocked.
Yeah. Well, and in
And
the call after this,
yeah.
we're gonna start to hear talk about some dentures.
Oh,
Leticia wants her dentures, and the girl called on the call after that and says, I talked to the old prison. I'm trying to get your stuff. I know you really need the dentures.
what?
So, yeah. So I don't know what's happened if she had her teeth pulled or what, but I do remember she was having teeth break and stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, maybe
So
she's
God
got
only
like a
knows,
partial or something.
maybe, and they're calling it dentures,
I
maybe.
mean,
But
technically it is.
also, right, but like the doctor doesn't call it that. They
No, no,
and I
no.
would be really surprised if the jail would pay for a partial, but maybe they would. I don't know.
I don't know. All right, we'll have to see.
Yeah. So, but I wonder maybe it is a partial and it's not, but maybe it's dentures, like full on dentures. I don't know, but here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. You got real chicken too, I saw.
I know. Ooh.
I was like, whoa. You're upgrading over there.
Dude, people didn't believe me when I was telling them in Kansas. I'd be like, look, when I get there and eat again, you will think I'm eating at the freaking fancy place compared to Kansas.
Right? I'm so happy. Yeah, I added that. I added the sour punch. So now we're at 53.60. So I could probably do you want to?
Like $2 for us?
What did I say? 40. Yeah. Oh, 53. Yeah. So.
That wind or
Will
whatever.
it let you add a milk? Will it let you add a milk dud or no?
Milk dud. Had that.
Tisha, if you got dentures, you ain't supposed to be eating milk duds. Look at you, greedy ass. And hey, wasn't she just complaining like 4 calls ago when it was my turn that she couldn't work out? But here she is getting sour punch kids or sour punch straws and milk duds. I'm sure that's fantastic for your diet. I know how important a trim figure is to you. Clearly more important than washing your hairs. You nasty.
I felt like, and when I was thinking about this today, when I was editing this, didn't she have pretty teeth, like decently pretty teeth? Which,
she did.
Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people who had nice teeth, and for one reason or another, they, over time, whether it's health reasons, what you're eating, your hygiene, whatever. But
genetics
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I have a feeling it's hygiene, but that's just me. All right, here we go.
I mean, well, we know she's allergic to damn ass soap and shampoo, faux show.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
So we're at 56, 55.
I think that's where we're at, right? That's where we're at.
We were at 58. Here, you get 59.05.
Okay, 56. Okay, so $2 more. So you could add like another zinger on there. I love them zingers.
No, the zingers? Okay, so
Oh, and singers.
I have to continue to order to do that. Continue to check out. That's how you update how many singers. Where are you? Okay, so you want 3 of them?
Not yes, please. Not thank you.
I did this earlier and it deleted it all. I'm like,
For
man.
real.
No couth have an asshole.
It's burger. I didn't even put anything on it.
I bet you got some real shit.
Okay.
So now we're at 58.50, so that's probably good.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
somebody did one. Somebody did one for $40.
Yep. Man.
I wonder who it was.
I don't know.
Maybe
that guy.
He's still wrote me.
You haven't heard from Joe yet?
Mm-mm.
Aw. I was hoping he wrote you by now.
Yeah, because I want to make sure he gets his money back. He will, but, you know.
Yeah.
She's eating right now.
I hope that's the right password.
And Lil Red, thank you for being a member for 20 months. Wow, 20 months. It's been great with the Lagrisa 2 Chains Trash Fund. It was Shane who did it. Who, me? Wait, I'm confused.
Was it? Oh. Wait, email. I think
Jane
I just
is the mystery $40 purchase.
You said those people, nobody that ever buy those turbo
Oh, wow.
or whatever, they don't taste like coffee.
Sierra, see?
No?
They don't?
What doesn't?
Those turbo llamas or whatever. They don't taste like coffee?
I never had them.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I always have been meaning to, but I just never did.
Well, I saw the picture and I was wondering if they tasted like coffee.
I think so. I think they do. It's just a different, like, texture. What I heard, but I don't know for sure.
Somebody else says something about the texture too, so it's probably true.
Yeah. Come on, what are you doing?
You got French fries?
You have 1 minute left.
Oh my gosh, really? 1 minute left. All right, are you gonna call me back?
You gonna
I
call me
know.
back?
I'm sorry, midnight. That was quick. Well, call me back. Are you coming back?
They let us go to 4 times today. They weren't cutting us off at 16.
Yeah, see, maybe it's a Sunday thing. Oh my gosh, I talked to a lady and I was telling her they were lying on both of us. I'll tell you all that too. Are you calling me back? Hello?
The caller has hung up.
Oh, Tisha, you damn demon.
Yeah. Well, now
Call
we'll have
from
a moment of silence, and while it plays that call part, but also you're gonna hear this girl answer the phone. The next call is 30 seconds long, and then it'll go to silence again, and then we'll hear the next call.
It went to 19 minutes.
Oh.
Hello? Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Are you there?
This is the worst Verizon commercial ever.
The caller has hung up. Hello.
Oh my God.
I love when she just hangs up on her like
Me
that.
too. Me too.
And then again, like I told you guys at the beginning, every time it's silent is just where I had to cut out the you have a call from whoever. Do.
To grieve because I told her about the $30 going to the phone and then you went to go try it.
It must have cut out when it muted, like cut out the very beginning of it. But
oh, okay.
Because each one was only like 20 seconds long, and I just had them just mute it. So it could
Okay.
have been like wrong by a second or two, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, okay.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Just now.
Now prepare, because we're going to hear about the dentures at some point, but we're also going to hear about her tablet, her TV, her hair straightener, the things she wants. Them talking about her fighting for her life. I wrote that in quotes for some reason. I don't remember what that was about. I think it just hit my ears wrong after what she did. And then just more of the girl telling her, get everything you can and I'll get the rest for you. I'll buy you whatever you want. Keisha?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I know.
Her hair straightener. She's
Yeah,
gonna that shit's gonna catch on fire, all that grease in her hair. I'm telling you, that is an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, Amy money bags. That's true. All the grease. I didn't think about that, but it just
The
annoys
smell.
me.
Can you imagine the smell? Ugh.
Oh God. Ugh. It just annoys me that she has that. Because they're talking about, of course you can't get your TV from the prison, the last prison and stuff. So
Right.
every time she's moved, she's had to buy like new stuff. We know ain't Brander.
She's inconvenienced. Oh, shucks.
No,
Well,
but
that
we know
just
ain't
breaks
Brander
my
buys.
bleeding heart.
Oh, okay.
Ain't Brenda does what now, babe? I'm sorry. We have a little bit of a lag, I think.
No, that's okay. I just said Ain't Brander buys it. Because you said she's inconvenienced, and I said, well, it's Ain't Brander.
Yeah. She's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
4 o'clock. I got it.
Oh, okay, cool. And then I was telling her how she kept hanging up on us yesterday and lying to us, and she laughed how I said it. I was being funny with it because it's all you can do, I was like, yeah, I kept telling us we were lying because she was looking at like your phone record and how some of you were on the tablet and then some of you were on the other phone and stuff. I said, yeah, it would only let us go to 16 minutes, and then it would it just.
Oh my gosh, Hilson House of Crazy. That is so generous of you. Thank you so much.
Wow. That was
Thank
very
you.
sweet.
Super sweet. She said, I donated money to Colorado DA Michael Allen re-election fund for convicting her. Dude, he's awesome. So I think that's money well spent because, yeah, I really liked him. I thought he did a great job. I thought he was very professional. Even the interviews he did before and after, like, I don't have anything bad to say about the guy. I think he did great. And thank you so much. That's so freaking sweet. What did you think about
Yes.
Michael Allen, Bindi?
I mean, I thought he did a fantastic job, and that was money well spent to donate to his reelection fund. Absolutely.
Yeah. Super cool. Thank you again. Okay. Yeah.
Went blank on my end, and then all of a sudden you're calling me. And I told her that I hung up while I'm still on the phone. I'm like, that's lying. Lying.
That's funny.
She was laughing so hard how I was telling her.
Oh, Tisha
She's
don't
like,
care
yeah,
about
I'm really
lying.
sorry about
She's
that.
the
And I'm like,
mayor
yeah,
of
it was really
Liarsville.
irritating.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Tisha don't care about lying. She's the mayor of Liarsville. Stop it. She's a child killer.
She encourages it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, lying is the least sin that she's committed.
Yeah, for real.
Gross.
Yeah. No, you tell me anytime you want to pause, but if it only took me a second because I was on a different screen on the computer. I'm just going to check to see if I have those memberships that YouTube gives us again. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You should. It's the beginning of the month.
Is that how it works? Like at the beginning of every month? Ooh,
yeah, at
yay,
the beginning
okay.
of every month. Yeah.
We'll give them out now. Okay.
Well, now that I think about it, they probably have all kinds of people being like, what's wrong with my phone calls?
Yeah. I called them. Talked to, what's that lady's name? Not, with property.
But Williams?
Not Williams, the other one.
DeMarco?
DeMarco, yeah. I talked to her. I asked for one of them, and she said, yes, this is DeMarco. And I said, okay, cool. And then I asked her about your property and stuff, and she said that they were waiting on everything that you ordered before sending it. Because they didn't they didn't want to wait for everything and then do it, like, multiple times. So then she tells me that they're waiting on your dentures.
But I can't get the dentures. They're in your way.
Oh, well, then what is she talking about?
See? She says they're waiting on your dentures, and Tisha says they already threw them away. So that was like her property, I guess, that she was having sent there. Maybe she's wrong about them throwing them away. I don't know. But they're going to talk about it some more in another one. But,
She probably thinks that they had it still because I was freaking out in property about it. And I was like, what? So she's probably trying to do like the right thing, you know what I mean? And be like, well, let me try to get her, you know what I mean? She's probably trying to look out. Because they always treated me fair, and I always treat them fair, them too. So probably trying to like look out, let me wait on this, you know what I mean? And and then, but she don't know. She probably, DeMarco wasn't there when I was talking to Heartpants about them. Like, what the hell? They threw it away. So she's probably thinking, like, no, I'm going to wait on you, you know? Okay, so then this is what I'll do. I'll tell my case managers to call. Hold on. Thank you. I'll tell my case manager, what is this? Kansas Department of Corrections. Hold on.
when I first heard the dentures thing, you guys, like, I guess I just didn't really think about it, and because it's based on my notes here. Then they say it again in this next call after this, and then I write like dentures with explanation points. Like that is what they said. So I don't know. I don't know why. Jen asked a great question in chat. She had to step away for a second, but she said, "Why are you leaving your? Why is she leaving her dentures someplace that they can be thrown away? Don't they go in your mouth?" Like I don't know. Maybe if she was sleeping, or I don't know how you get transferred without them in your mouth. I don't know. Maybe they were being worked on or something, and they were like with the dentist at that time. Like that could make sense. I'm not really sure, you guys, but I'm curious what all of you guys think about that. I don't know.
Girl, I can't sip my money.
Girl, Harkins, get my money.
Can you believe it?
No, I can't actually. That's kind of shocking. What? So you got all your money?
Yeah, so it's what you just put on there. Okay. Oh,
I just removed everything. Oh my god. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button.
So that she did have a veneer. They will not, in jail, they will not allow her family to pay for it. They will not allow her to go to her own dentist. They will not pay for veneers. And that was years ago. I'm assuming that after her veneer broke and fell out, maybe she had some other things like other teeth breaking and stuff and getting infections. And maybe it is just a partial, maybe it's a full set of dentures. I'm not sure. But I'm assuming that over the last few years, her teeth have degraded to where she had to get them. And maybe it's a new thing. Maybe she's just now getting them. I know I watch a person on YouTube who just got her teeth pulled. She's in that lolcow community, and she doesn't lisp or talk different. I think, I don't know. Everybody's different, right? So I know some people might talk different without them in versus with them in and stuff like that. I saw you guys say that in the chat, but not everyone does that. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm puzzled.
I hit the wrong button instead of continue. I hit remove all, and I just removed everything because it was giving me a hard time. And I went back and I hit remove all, and I just removed everything of what I just put in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to calm down. What are you going to say?
Breathe.
I just removed everything that I just did.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
You want me to wait a few minutes and call you back?
No. I'll do it.
Okay.
I just forgot what I added on exactly what you told me to. Like
you had a bagel, then you took one bagel off, and we took the Vaseline off, and then we made it 3 zingers, and we added a sour patches, and a milk dud.
sour punch and a milk dud. Okay, I'm just gonna write that down, and I'll do it after I talk to you, or I talk to you. Okay, took the bagel off, took the Vaseline off, 3 zingers, sour punch, and okay, I got you. I'll do it when I'm done talking to you. Okay, go ahead.
Remember the sour punch is different than the airhead bite. Both of those went on there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the money you put on there went on there. Okay, then I already had $65.93 on there. Okay, I had $65.93, but they still took $50 in go-kart tickets, but I didn't get those go-kart tickets, and I sure as hell can't use them, so I don't understand what the hell are they going to do with that. You had $95 to dental they took out. Okay, but listen, all that forced savings check was in there. I had $962 in forced savings. They took all that. And then I still owe, so I still owe, okay, I see what they did.
Did they send you the money that I just put in?
Yeah, I got the money you just put in. Okay, so I got that.
Okay,
but then.
Did you get the money I just put in? Dude, you just gave her $200 like 2 weeks ago. What are you doing? I mean, it's not my business what you do with your money, but I could think of a million things that I could use money for that don't involve anyone like Tisha. But whatever. And then I wanted to read this comment and we'll get right back to it. I don't mean to keep pausing until Jen's back, and then I will pause because I would love to hear her thoughts. But otherwise, I don't mean to pause too much. But Rhonda says, I transported a millionaire inmate who got permission from the prison to pay for her own dental appointment and the CO's time and gas. So that is crazy. I would say that's probably rare and could be because she's a millionaire, maybe has some connections. I don't know, maybe not. But I do know that Tisha wanted to be able to get her own dentist at the jail she was at when her veneer messed up, and they wouldn't let her. And also, I know for a fact that other county jail facilities will not allow you to see your own doctor, to see your own dentist. Like I have seen that before, but I think that it probably varies from facility to facility, like anything else. We talk often about how from state to state the laws are different, or even if the laws aren't different, like from courtroom to courtroom, depending on the judge, that courtroom might work slightly differently, especially if you've watched a bunch of trials. I know you guys have noticed like things go in some courtrooms that don't go in other courtrooms. Some judges allow you all the time you need to argue whatever it is, and like Judge Hippler, for instance, won't let you go too far with a BS argument. He's not wasting his time. So it all depends on how the judge runs their courtroom, how the facility is ran, who's in charge, and what, that kind of thing.
Right. And at the time that she lost her veneer, remember, Leticia is a security risk because she beat up the officers transporting her. So they're not fixing to let her out of the facility for nothing.
Yeah,
not like that anyway. I mean, they would let her get medical care and health care and stuff like that, but they're not going to let her go to her dentist of choice because, quite frankly, Leticia also tried to, plan an escape. She's a cahooter. So,
and she's indigent, so they're paying for her stuff.
Exactly. All right, you ready to keep going?
Yeah, unless you got anything else.
Not yet.
Okay. Just let me know when you want me to pause, because I'm going to try not to pause too much, but I want to pause for you. I want to hear your thoughts and I want you to tell me if you want to pause.
Okay.
There we go.
I had $60-some plus the money you just put in, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Then they minus $50 for go-kart tickets, which again, I'll never see those go-kart tickets, so I don't understand why they didn't just credit that back, but whatever. Okay, so then $60 for go-kart tickets. I'm sorry, $50 for go-kart tickets. Okay, then it's so then they credited the forced savings, And then the 4 savings was turned over to Colorado Department of Corrections. So I told you they were going to take all that.
Wow. All that work to get it to, you know?
But the thing is, where is the money I paid? That whole time.
Right?
No, okay, I got to add this up. Where's the calculator at here? Okay, hold on. All right, so let's say 6, so 20, 46, so just say about 50. Let's say about 50 times, okay, 12 months, let's even 18 months. Yeah, that's $900. So where is the $900 they took?
Where does that go?
I don't know. Where is it at?
Lies, Leticia.
Oh,
Because they took that $900 and that was supposed to be going to, that was supposed to be coming to here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every month. Remember? It's a total of about 900. Yeah.
That was in your savings.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And they actually took it. They're fucking scandalous.
Yeah, I got their address. Oh, yeah, you wait till I get some stamps, because I am writing in. They going to figure out where that money went, because that's crazy. That way, if I could get them back on paper, feel like, oh, we don't know. Remember how I sent money to the court that one time, that $100 I sent to the court, remember, and it got lost for months and months and months?
Yeah.
And they were like, that's, and I was like, no, it's not. So I got their address here to centralized inmate banking in Topeka, Kansas. So when I get my property, yeah, I'm gonna get my statement, my full statement. I'm asking for the whole month from when I was there. They're probably gonna make me pay for it, which is fine. I would just have to send them like it's probably gonna be like $10 or something. But like I'll have to send a check with it from here when they send me all my property. But yeah, they gonna figure out where the hell that money went, because they were taking that out.
Wow. So then what are they going to do if they...
I tell you where it went. Put that money in the Kansas fund. That money's supposed to come to the Colorado fund, not the Kansas fund.
Right.
They have any charges in the state of Kansas, so how would it go into the Kansas fund?
Right. They've already been ripping Colorado off.
Oh, Lord. Okay, that's something I'll put aside, and I'll worry about fixing that. I got that. I got my Social Security thing to write them in Topeka and all that.
Yeah, and the claim.
And then the claims thing, I'll have to get it reprinted because they took mine.
I wonder how I can get that address changed. I wonder if I just call them and tell them.
Yeah.
I might have to I got to figure that out, how to change the address there. You need me to send you another copy of it?
Yeah, if you send another copy, I can write a letter with it and just be like, here's an updated address I would use. You know what I mean? That way it comes from here.
Okay. I'll send you another copy of that. I think I have it in here somewhere. Or I can just get it from here.
Man. Freaking Harkin.
They're ridiculous. How can they take that money? They already were. What's so ridiculous is that I was afraid that when you got your other money, that they were going to do the same thing, put it in savings, and you wouldn't have been able to get it for her, you know?
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear. I'm like, I wish that there was some other way to do it without dealing with them, but.
And you know what's crazy is, okay, so this 3 plus the 65 minus, so how much is the check worth? So minus 50, so it's like, what, 310? Okay, So now they're still going to take 20% back out of that when they've already taxed that. When Kansas already took it out. You see what I'm saying?
20%. Yeah, so they're going to take another 20%?
Yeah, because Kansas has got my 20%, so that's 360. So Kansas, I guess. So how much? I don't know how much check is going to be because it just says check number 32691812. Okay. Anyway, if they took the 20 off of there, That's $260 plus 60 minus 50 for the go-kart tickets. Because all it says is pending that was a go-kart ticket. So let's say that was $300 basically. So then they're going to take.
So Jen, I really want you to hear. I don't know if you're here right now, but I know you're listening if you're not here. Oh my gosh, Keisha, really? I live in Kansas City, Missouri. Oh wait, I don't know why I was thinking that was Kansas, but she did actually mention Kansas City. So I remember because Jen and I talked about it being in Missouri. But the next call, I definitely want to get through this one and the next one if we can, because in the next one is where she talks about having seasonal depression and how her crime took place in January. So to me, that's, just another admission of guilt, which we already knew and everything, but still.
60 back off of it here again.
You don't hear that often.
That's wrong.
Yeah, so basically they're sitting over there with $900 plus.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're enrolled in. One thing I can do is math, and I can tell you right now, I might not be able to do a lot, but I can do math. And this is not,
You're better at math than I am, that's for sure. I mean, I know basics and stuff like that, but when it comes to like 2y plus this, what this, and like, I'm like, what?
Yeah, see, I like all that. I can look at the paper and tell you that is called embezzling money. They embezzled money. And then I'm going to put on the bottom of my paper, and I'm going to put PS. Could you tell me where my taxes are? The check you guys were supposed to send us the whole time you were taking the wrong percentage of taxes out on us from all of our canteen orders. Please send that to this address as well. That's what I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
That's another couple of
that's robbery, It's like that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's another couple hundred.
Jeez.
Well, if they haven't sent it in like a week, I'm gonna have my counselor see if we can call them and be like, look, can you just send her stuff? Forget that order that's coming. Because that's a walking horse order that's coming. So it's like a bra and more than little underwear, It's bra and underwear. So I'm going to just be like, can you just go ahead and send it and don't worry about that, because I need my TV and I need my shoes. And I don't know what in the world.
You're going to have your counselor do it?
I'm going to see if she will. I tried to get her to call her the other day, because I knew if she called her the other day and talked to DeMarco or Williams, she'd be
Yeah, because she said that they talked to somebody from Colorado.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, good. They're she's cool like that. She's not going to be a butthole or whatever about it.
No, she seems really cool, actually. She explained to me everything. She's like, yeah, we're just waiting on that. And I was like, okay, I'll let her know. And, but I mean, how long are you going to be waiting for? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Just if they send it out,
start over.
If they haven't sent it out in a week, then they just need to send it. And either way you go, they're not letting me have the stuff with Kansas on it anyway. So it's like waiting on it is going to be a waste at this point, because medical is not going to send the dentures out.
Yeah. So what's the point of waiting for that?
Again, dentures.
I mean, they'll have to start over there.
Unless you can pull
medical, it must be they weren't ready yet. Medical is not going to send the dentures out. They're just going to start new over there. I don't want to rewind too much, but let's just hear that part again.
Stuff with Kansas on it anyway. So it's like waiting on it is going to be a waste at this point, because medical is not going to send the dentures out.
Yeah. So what's the point of waiting for that?
Yeah.
I mean, they'll have to start over there.
See?
Unless she can pull out a miracle now. If she can pull out some miracle and they go realize what they did about the dentures and that I actually had paid for them, and they have them because they still got what is it called, like the molding or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. They still have
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
unless
should.
people go out to some miracle and be like, hey, I think we should get these redone. You know, you guys, she did pay for them. Here's her account
See? They still have the mold. She has had her teeth pulled.
statement. Because I was
Oh.
telling them, I was like, oh, because they were just basically trying to say, you know, dumbass was trying to say like, oh, I think Kansas did this, you know, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was
You know
like,
what?
I paid
Wow.
I paid $95 for that.
You know what? I was thinking too. You might want to just do it there. You might have them better. But like, Kansas is ridiculous, and who knows, like, if they even made them good. So you might even have better ones, anyways. There.
I know. I mean, I'm on the list.
You know what I mean?
I'm on the list of these things, which I know how long the list is again, you know. So, I mean, if I don't got to wait the list, I mean, sure, I'm glad for.
I don't know how I missed this part earlier, but I did. I must have been focusing on something around the house because I would have been able to make more sense of it to explain to you guys. I'm so sorry.
But like I said, if the markers will pull off some.
You might have better ones, right?
Yeah.
You might have better ones, though.
I mean, I don't want to wait another 10 months either.
Yeah.
You know? It's like,
Yeah.
It's already crazy enough as it is.
Another
It's
10
been forever now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Hold on.
I was just thinking they probably would have better made. Huh?
I thought they, I got a J. Oh, okay, thank you.
How is
I got a JPEG.
Samantha?
You got a JPay?
Oh, Brandon sent me $10.
You sent you $10?
A JPEG.
Yep.
Woo!
Hey, okay.
Hey, Dennis.
$10?
All right. Hey.
Okay, I'm ready. I got something to say.
Sorry.
Okay.
First of all, Leticia, you're not in a position to be demanding shit from anybody at any time for any reason, okay? Let's start there, all right? Second of all, they take your money because you owe the state of Colorado. You have court costs, you have fees, and you have to pay to the victims' compensation fund. That's where your money is going. Now, I don't know what the deal is with your teeth. I don't know what the deal is with your dentures, but I vote leave her toothless. She's less of a threat that way. She can't bite anybody.
You know, I was saying earlier, I don't know if you heard, but in the locale community, remember I told you about the girl
Yes.
that, yeah, she just had all of her teeth pulled and she's under 30 and she does not talk fun. Like she sounds like you wouldn't be able to tell just by hearing her voice at all.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, you can't always tell, but
All right. That's all I had.
okay.
Okay.
There we go. Why does she get new teeth? Well, she's got to wait for a while. Apparently, she waited 10 months without them so far. So she said 10 more months. So,
$10.
but you're right. She doesn't deserve anything, any of them. She doesn't deserve, we won't hear it tonight, but when I put them out with no commentary, which I might just do that tonight if I don't see any, like anybody on, you'll hear her talk about how she's going to go. The very last call, she's like, so yeah, I guess I'm going to go. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tonight, I'm going to go find like a new release movie to rent. And like she's written new movies. She gets to order whatever food. She has people sending her money. You know, she's TV, straightener, all the things, tablets. She has a lot of privileges, a lot. And that sucks. But
It's funny. I was like, oh, I got a JPEG.
I did write you about that. I know how we're going to handle all that, too. What you're going to need and stuff, you know.
What's up? About what now?
Oh, like, because we're going to take off from when I send this now.
Yeah.
But what I was going to ask you, like, well, I mean, we can discuss that over Messenger,
But
but
plus, I got this here that you just put on there too.
yeah.
That was in Kansas. So yeah, so I got plenty.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna rebuy everything, you know, because I have to. Other than, you know, I should be able to get the TV, and I should be able to have my hair, my blow dryer, my hair straight iron, all that. So all that should be good. I don't think they're letting me keep the shoes because the shoes are not the same brands of shoes they have here. I can just tell you that right now. I've been asking around, And they're all like, probably not. But they were like, we know you'll fight for it. But
you fight for your life.
yeah, but cause see, like when people come here from like the Vista prison, they have different shoes, so they let them keep them here. So that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, hold up now, what's any different?
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
Well, get everything that you need, and then whatever you need after that, I'll send you.
No, I think that because really all I gotta buy. They're not gonna. I'm sending you all the stuff.
I got a question, you, Amy. Are you proud hearing yourself telling this person who didn't just take the life of a child? She did it in one of the most brutal, disgusting ways I've ever seen. Then she taunted his mom by calling her phone with his phone. Then she taunted his dad for weeks. Okay. Are you proud of yourself? Get whatever you can, and I'll just get you the rest. Oh, did you get the 200 I sent? Did you get the money I sent today? Disgusting. Disgusting. Really. Every dollar you sent her, you should take and double it and then donate it to some kind of nonprofit. Maybe the one that we donated to from my channel that helped in the search for Gannon. The nonprofit that they have like they study decomposition, different things like that. And yeah, maybe donate to a place like that, okay? And stop giving it to somebody like this. I'm sorry, it's bullshit.
That gets here that's opened or whatever. I'm gonna send that to you because there's like a lot of name brand stuff in there, and I mean, hey, either you could use it or give it to somebody who can. You know what I mean? Instead of just throwing it away.
Well, me and you are about the same size.
Yeah.
Me and you are the same size anyway. Same height, same size.
Yeah. So instead of just throwing it away, like there's big bottles of freaking Tresemme in there. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just open. I literally just opened it.
Well, whatever you can have, then send me. And then, well, are you gonna call me right back?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay. All right. Call me right back.
Okay. Great.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be banging on the keyboard. I thought I was muted. Remember that there's some silence where because after the copyright strike, they tell you, we have you at these seconds. And I just did the quickest thing. Instead of cutting it myself, I let them silence it. So that's what it cut off the beginning of that one call. But when you hear big gaps of silence, that's what it is. LOL, y'all gave her the name New Amy. Sorry, I've not been on your channel for a while. Well, I'm glad that you're here. And I love that picture. Matter of fact, I should be able to see it more because there we go. Gorgeous, Keisha. But I like to have it bigger where I can see you guys. But yeah, sprinkled donut. I have a partial too. It took me months to get them adjusted where I wasn't in pain. Oh my God. It's like I have also fake back teeth in a partial. And I remember were very sore at first too, but they say that it's kind of like wearing a new pair of boots. You have to like break them in. And then once you get like used to it or whatever, it gets better. Which it did for me. I know everybody's experience is different. But yeah, fun fact, I have fake back teeth. Some of my molars are fake. And I'm not ashamed of it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just part of life, especially if you've ever had any addiction issues, health issues. There's all kinds of reasons that you could be in that situation. And the best thing you can do is, go to the dentist and don't miss appointments and make sure you go when you need to go. And if for some reason you don't have your teeth, don't be ashamed and don't feel, because it's really hard on your confidence and,
Yeah, for real.
But I will put off dentist appointments and put them off until I'm at the point where like I need a root canal and a crown. You know what I mean?
Right. I
So.
mean, It's gross. New Amy, what's wrong with you? Why are you? I don't. I don't. It's the amount of money she's sending her. Do you know what I mean? And if you're just going to throw money away, and Leticia, let me just help you out here. Tresemme is, I mean, come on, stop being so fucking bougie. Give me a break. You have a full ass bottle of it because you never wash your hair. Stop playing with these people. It isn't because it's newly opened. It's because you never wash your hair. Shane, I hate to break it to you, bud, but that money that you sent her or the order that you gave her of Commissary, she's trading that for snacks. It's all gonna go to snack packs because she
Yeah.
doesn't clean herself. There's no grooming.
Yeah.
True. For the love of Pete.
I had a whole bottle of Tresemme.
Right. And if you're gonna do that, listen. If you want to do it to something that's worthy, something that's worthwhile. Do you know how many children would love to have shampoo and conditioner and body wash because they can't afford it?
True.
You know, there are children, women and children who go to women's shelters fleeing with whatever it is they have on their backs, and that's it.
Yep.
They could use that. They could use those things. Not this demon.
Yep. And Gidget, I love that, the cavity queen. Yeah. And I just wanted to say that I don't want you guys feeling some type of way if you have lost your teeth or you've
Right.
lost some of your teeth. That's okay. Just go to the dentist and get the
Get
partial
it
or the
taken care of when you
yeah,
exactly. Do it when
when
you
you
can
can.
do it. The
Yeah.
thing is, what I'm saying about Leticia is that she is so given the circumstances, given where she is and the reason why she's there, she is so friggin' entitled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. She is. Hey, Mallory.
And that's the problem that's not the only problem. You guys have been here if you've been here for even 5 minutes, y'all know I got a whole list of problems with Leticia, starting with her crime. Okay. That's at the top of the list.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When I hear calls like this, it just reminds me how we're not doing a very good job in our prisons for punishing people or rehabilitating people. Leticia doesn't sound humbled, contrite,
No,
like she
you're
has remorse. None of it.
Nope. Tara's right. Selfish is entitled. That's what she is.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Not remorseful, not any of that. That doesn't self-reflect. I don't know. And then this lady, like, ugh,
And then
makes
this lady is, oh, you just have it so hard.
Yeah, I know.
Like new
Yeah.
Amy is 5 seconds away from giving the Oprah Winfrey in the color purple speech. All my life I had to fight. Shut up. Leticia is where she is because of what she's done. She is no victim. That being said, I don't know whether or not the essay allegations are true, whether or not she was essayed in prison, but nobody deserves that, even Leticia.
Agree. And then the last thing about the dental stuff, you guys talking about dental anxiety, it is real. And I just want to say, because I said if you have had issues with your teeth, just get the partial. Sometimes I do understand that's really expensive and it may take a while to save up. And that's okay. Just remember in those moments that it's temporary and you'll get through it.
Exactly.
Okay, Wendy, you ready?
Yes.
Wait, let's read this. Julia says, when I went to university in the early 70s, the Lumbee girls would pull their hair, tighten a ponytail to the top of their head, and use beer cans to roll to straighten their hair.
Interesting.
It is interesting. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
I just want to go for a little bit longer. I just want you to hear the part about her seasonal depression, which is coming up
Okay.
really soon.
Okay.
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 We do have this damn silence here for a second here at the beginning. Just as soon as that stops, we'll be into the call. Next
Right. And
time,
then
I'll
it'll
just
just
clip
be
it out.
super. Yeah. When I do the calls, I'll clip it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
She laughs like a weasel.
it's just like Amy, though. I
It
love,
is.
by the way, Keisha, Jen, someone told you in chat, I didn't remember who, but one of you guys told her that Bendy came up with that new Amy name, and yes, and it fits perfectly. I love it. Okay, so apparently we missed their hello, but it's all right.
Oh, shucks. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
I'll just make a note on the no commentary version, and so that people know what it is, and I'll never leave them in again. Damn it, I'll cut them
Ever.
out. But it was just so easy because I recorded them back to back really quick, and I didn't hardly have to make any cuts. You know what I mean? There were
Yes.
times I left the full thing in and just
Yes,
really
Tara. Yes. The weasels from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Allie.
This call because we got
I don't know
they
that.
use
I
these.
didn't start it. Damn it. I don't know what that is.
You never seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Put it on the list.
Okay. It's on the list. Got it.
Right. All
Here
right.
we go.
Okay.
At visitation for visits and stuff.
Oh, okay. That probably works better. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just trying to figure out like when to send it to you next. You know what I mean, and what and all that.
Yeah,
But we
no.
can.
I'm good. Like I said, as long as they don't, like I don't proceed in, there's no reason I shouldn't get my TV. That's the same TV that I left with, so I don't.
Yeah,
That should be an issue,
Right, you shouldn't have to pay for another one of them. But like clothes.
Yeah, it still has my same number on there. It still has my Colorado number on it. And when I said 179, and all they did was like put a line through it and then wrote my KDOC number beside it. So all I'm going to do is go back and mark that one out and write my number back on the back,
Yeah, that should be.
So really then all I'd have to buy is a pair of shoes, like I said, just in case. I know. Here's the thing. Because knowing Darko, she might have like actually called up the medical and been like, "Hey, what's the deal about these dentures?" You know what I mean?
Mhm. I'm sure she did because the sound of it seemed like she was trying to get them.
Yeah.
She seemed really cool, so like she was trying to be on it.
Yeah.
It's actually nice her leaving to talk to somebody that's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say your first person from Kansas.
Yeah, I know. It's actually nice when somebody actually helps you. That's the way they should be.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you get and I don't know when to send it because all that money came to you too. So you have to let me know.
Yeah, no, I'll be good for another month or so, or even longer. Yeah. So I'm thinking about so I'm gonna add it up. I need a sweatshirt, foot pants, shorts, shoes.
Because after everything you paid for.
Huh?
After you use all that money for all that stuff, because you need shower shoes too, don't you? Or you
Yeah,
can't get those
I put those on the next Cantina order, and I found out why I couldn't get a brush.
Why?
The system still had me into the level 1. So, like, most of my stuff got kicked back out, like my phone, side phone, cup. I tried to get cup, a bowl. All that got kicked back out because it still has me in the canteen system as level 1.
Oh, so you're not basically allowed to have it?
I am now, but like the order went through as level 1. So this order, I didn't know that because when I redid this order, we had to turn it in early because of the holidays, so we had to turn it in last night.
Yeah.
So if I would have had this today when we turned it last night, I could have re-put it back on there. Because I was going around asking everybody, so they think you don't need to brush your hair to like a level 3 or what? Like,
Stop.
Right? Are you supposed to have some crazy ass hairdo?
Leticia, nobody kept you from a brush or a comb in El Paso County Jail, okay? And we saw you on video chat coming to the video chat to the screen with the craziest hair I've ever seen in my entire life. Stop playing with these people. You only care about a brush because they told you that you can't get one as a level 1. Stop it.
We all know you don't care about that.
You don't, yeah, Tisha, stop playing with these people. You don't care about hygiene. You don't care about nothing. Let me tell you what you care about: candy and snacks. That's it. That's all. And making a fuss where there's where no fuss is needed. That's what you do.
Yep, exactly. Okay. There you go.
And new Amy,
Sure.
if I were you, when I got that box of crap that Leticia's sending you from the old jail or whatever, or prison, I would burn that shit. I would salt the earth where I burnt it. You don't want that evil juju on you, Ricky Bobby.
For real. Look, Ellie says, and into the courtroom looking like she was dragged through several bushes
Backwards.
backwards in the rain. That's funny.
And then when she did come to court for her trial, she was wearing the Motel 6, shower curtain and bedspread combo attire, flipping people off.
Yeah. Yeah.
She looked like she got dressed in the dark during an earthquake and a tornado. She's all kinds of disheveled. She didn't brush her hair not one of those court days either.
Look at it here. This is in court.
Yeah.
This wasn't the trial, but I mean, whoo, look at that.
Yeah. That hair ain't been brushed in a month of Sundays.
For real. Okay, here we go. We're almost done, you guys. Oh God, I keep doing that. Sorry. There will be, though, like I said, 2 calls that won't be on here. Now, it's not all like the rap, or it's on this video, but we're not going to do commentary on them. They're rapping back and forth to each other. Tisha even at one point raps a line out of Kendrick Lamar's. That they're not like, she's the something about the I can't remember. It's right on the tip of my tongue too, the line that she says out of that, and she like makes a joke about it because it's like something about being locked up. I can't remember, but anyways, they're rapping back and forth.
Kendrick Lamar now.
Yeah, I don't know how she's listening to that in there, but apparently she is. And then they're talking about like somebody from the jail or the prison, and yeah, it's not anything we'd probably be interested in, but you guys will get to hear it on the no commentary call, like when the video comes up. Maybe I'll just put it out tonight. I don't know, but
there you go, babe. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, and then whenever you're ready, just let me know and we'll be over at your channel.
Yes, ma'am, Pam.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I guess. I'm gonna have to ask my friend when I see her, my other friend, be like, "You think you could bring me a comb? Like, what do we got to do to get something to brush your hair?" Because I washed my hair last night, and girl, my hair was crazy everywhere. There was bouncy curls everywhere. I couldn't brush it out to make it straight because I didn't have a comb. I was trying to do it with my hands, and I was like,
"Right, that's not gonna work. Your hand's not gonna work."
But it let me get the magic shade. It let that go through on a level 1.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so I can get magic shade, but I can't get a comb. I'm like,
that makes sense.
I was like, I can't even get a cup to drink out of because I try to keep my cup all the time, my little orange cup that I got right here. And every time I try to keep it, people be like, no, you can't keep that cup. And I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to drink out of?
Why can't you have a cup?
I'm in the mental health unit, so they can't have these orange cups long periods of time because I've been up here before and I've watched a chick beat the heck out of another chick with a cup. It's a hard cup.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I just see it as you, and I'm like, you're not like that. It's like, why can't you?
No.
But I guess when one person, they can't have it, I guess you can't either.
So So they have these tumblers we can buy on there that are just plastic. But I tried to buy that one, but it won't let me because I'm not low yet. So the next time I'll have to put all that back in again. And the thing I hate about that is, you know, I only had 20 lines. So I wasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines, and it wouldn't let me get nothing. Like, it wouldn't let me get fruit punch. It wouldn't even let me get the freaking decaf coffee on level 1. I couldn't get Nutri-Grain bars. I couldn't get Star Crunch. I couldn't get the cone, the side comb, or tumblers. But it let me get hot cocoa, creamer, candy, popcorn, Buffalo Wild Wing chips, sugar, cocoa butter sticks, more spread.
Oh, okay. That doesn't even make any sense.
2 Milky Ways, 2 banana bread. They let me get that, though.
Oh. Well, at least you were able to get that, though.
That banana bread was fresh, girl. They brought that shit here fresh. I ate that stuff. I had a banana for breakfast, and I ate it. So, right, I came to my room, and I was like, man, God, I'd love to have another banana, man, because I was thinking about how that banana bread was coming or whatever. I kid you not. 5 minutes later, I walked back out where the tables were, and this girl from the other side came over there, and she was like, does any of y'all want any bananas? We have 5 extra. I said, yep.
You don't have to ask me twice. Shoot, I'm going for that.
So I had told the girls about it, and they were like, that's crazy, you just prayed for that. I said, I know. And I said, well, I'm on a mission right now with God. He's doing some answering prayers, so let me get to it.
I know. I've actually been feeling good inside, too, with them. You know, it's like, this is, like, awesome.
You know, it's a season you go through, too. You'll be on the high and you'll be on the low. So I'm like, well, while we on this high right now, and God's giving me some stuff, I said, let me keep asking. I was messing around with them. I said, no, I'm going to pray anyway. I said, he knows I pray to him even when, you know, nothing's going on. Even when I'm in suffering, I'll be praying. But I'm like, why do you want to give me some bananas? I'm going to keep praying. And so, yeah.
I pray for my bananas, and I got it.
Mm-hmm.
How was your classes and stuff? Are you almost done with that?
Yeah, we're already done for the day. We're in about 50 minutes. We had to walk down to town because, you know, they're going to do count at 1 o'clock every day. So they do mail and canteen pass out and count and all that. So while we're in our room, it takes like an hour and something. And then we'll be back out by 5. And then we go back outside. And then I tried to go outside earlier, and it was cool. I said, oh, God. I was still talking to the one counselor about it because we did art class again. And he was like, draw things that make you happy. He was like, why come every time on all your papers is a beach and the sun? He was like,
that's funny.
He's like, yeah, he's like, I always put I always put everything in there. So then I'll, of course, put Harley. And then I'll put, like, family and friends. And then I'll put the sun and beach. Then I'll put a dog. And then I put football, baseball, and a basketball. And then, of course, I put God in the middle with a church and a Bible. That's what I put on all my stuff. So he's like, he's like, I see a theme here. You have all the same stuff. And I was like, that's because that's what I like. He was like, how did you end up in Colorado? I said, don't even ask. I should have never came. Hate it, and I was like, yeah, I got seasonal depression bad, everything. I said, imagine that. Guess what month I got locked up in? He was like, what? I said, pretty much January, and he was like, wow.
Boom. That's what I was talking about.
Pretty much January, except for it was fucking March. I mean, your crime was committed in January. That part's true.
That's what she's saying there. That's pretty much January. That's saying, you know, pretty much because it was March, but it happened in January.
Correct.
And that's
now she's going to blame it on seasonal depression, not dissociative identity disorder. Okay.
Yeah. Which she remember with Amy Lang, she blamed it on like stress and being the only one in the home doing anything and just being overloaded and overwhelmed and all the things she said. Now it's seasonal depression because she should have never came to Colorado because they don't have the kind of weather for her. I see. Yeah.
You know, Leticia, we know from the trial how acquainted you are with Google. Like you ask Google shit that I would never even think to Google. It's almost like it's almost like you're having a conversation with Google. So why come you didn't look into the weather in Colorado? Like, why didn't you Google that?
Yeah.
You
Why
did
come?
what you did because you're a piece of shit and you're evil. That's why you did what you did. It has nothing. You would have done it whether you lived in Colorado or North Carolina or South Carolina or Washington State or Texas or Indiana or Wyoming, because you're a fucking demon. You would have done it no matter where you were, you piece of shit. Now you're
Yep.
blaming the weather. Everything but yourself.
Yeah.
Get
But
out of
it's
here,
still in
Leticia.
it. It's still, in my opinion, like kind of like admitting, yeah, it was
Like,
me
yes.
instead of this fucking bullshit, all the other
It's
shit she said.
right, right. But still,
Uh,
it's the closest to taking any level of accountability without taking any actual accountability that she's ever come. So, you know,
You're right. Yes. And I agree, Katie. When she said that, I thought the same thing. She did not say, why come? Why come every one of your pictures has the sun and the beach?
no, he ain't said why come. And he was like, wow. Yeah. He was like, wow. Shut up, Tisha. Hey, Debbie, good
Yeah.
to see you, babe. I hope you had a great 4th of July, too. It's good to see you.
She does the best on Brenda. She does do the best on Brenda. And I hope you had a great 4th of July, too. And yeah, these will be posted without commentary tonight. And I'd written this in chat, Debbie. I don't know if you saw, but she had written that she was going to send us a cash app, both of us. And I just want you to know, you don't have to do that. Yeah, you do that often when we post calls, and it's so generous, so sweet, and I very much appreciate it. But you don't have to do it every
Right.
time. Just be in here and watching
And
that's
enjoying. Yeah.
yeah.
And I always see you, Debbie, in the comments of the videos without the commentary thanking us. And you are incredibly generous. You don't have to do that, babe, but we appreciate it very, very much. We do.
Yes, appreciate you so much. And they'll be up tonight. Just so you know, there's a couple silent, like 20-second clips that I had to mute out for YouTube, but it's just them saying hello and the operator saying it's a call from the prison. So, okay, Jen, we are going to wrap it up
Yeah.
there, because that's basically all I wanted you to hear from that call. The rest of it is just they're saying
Bullshit.
bullshit. Yeah.
Mhm.
And all the stuff I wanted to talk about was in those first calls. So you guys, I'll have a lot. Well, let me know. Do you want me to have a live chat whenever I post these in a few minutes? Because last time you did, so we did that. But I could also just put it up, and it wouldn't be a premiere. It would just be like a video that you could skip around in. So let me know. And then Jen, you got anything you want to say before we go or anything?
Well, okay. Listen. I'm gonna work on my calls so we can do them tomorrow evening or Monday, whenever Allie is available. Because I don't like to overload Allie. She does a lot for a lot of people. And so we'll do the same. I'll do the calls, and then I'll post them without the commentary and all of that for you guys. If you want to, if you want me to, and I'll get with Allie and we'll figure out exactly when we're going to do the live, because we've got some other stuff. All right, today is July 5th. All right, tomorrow is Sunday the 6th, Monday the 7th. Stephen Stearns is his trial starts July 22nd, but I just want to make this clear. But also Koberger has his sentencing the 23rd of July. So when they say that the trial starts the July 22nd, that's the first day of jury selection. That doesn't necessarily equate into when the opening statements will be. So I have a sneaking suspicion that it'll be just fine. We won't have any, I'll get to stream Koberger's sentencing completely uninterrupted, and probably I would say that by the 25th is when testimony will begin. And that is, should he even go to trial. He can still take a plea deal, you guys. So He could
Yeah.
he could still plead. And let me tell you what the deal would be. Life without the possibility of parole. And I also want to point out that I keep hearing this possibility for Brian Kober to get out because the judge didn't implicitly and explicitly say life without the possibility of parole. That's because that's not a thing in Idaho. In Idaho, the term they used is fixed life. That means your natural life. You are not going to walk out of that prison under your own power. The only way you're getting out of there is in a box. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, and I heard people trying to say, well, it doesn't say fixed life on the on the order. Well, that's what it says. Eh, That's what it is.
I
That
heard
is what it
Judge
is.
Shipler actually use the term fixed life sentence.
Yeah, so see, that's so it's still that. It just may
Right.
not say it on the like word for word on the order, but
Correct. And he hasn't been sentenced yet. All he was doing was making Brian aware of what he's fixing to plead guilty to. And by the way, he's going to those sentences. Each charge has its own sentence, and they're to run. Let me make sure he said consecutively, and I always get these mixed
I
up.
thought he said concurrently. I don't know what he said then.
He said consecutively. Oh, cripes.
That would be one after the next, right?
Yes. Consecutive. I had it right. I don't know why I fucking gaslight myself. Consecutive sentencing means that when a person is convicted of multiple crimes, the sentence for each crime are served one after the other in a sequence rather than at the same time, which is concurrently. That guy is never getting out of prison. Never.
No, he's not getting out, and doesn't mean the state had no case. Doesn't mean something crazy changed. What happened is his attorney fought and fought to try to get the death penalty removed in other ways, and at
Yep.
the end, she probably told him, "Hey, they got a lot of evidence against you. What do you want to do?" And he decided, let's ask him and his attorney together decided, let's ask for a deal. Let's ask for a plea deal. Try to get the death penalty off the table.
Exactly. And I agree with Nate. I think that the
That's what I was
phone
about to
coming
say.
in, by the way, the phone is coming in. The judge ruled that it is not going to be suppressed. So all of the evidence that was on that phone is coming into his first case. Now, I think that was a horrific blow for Stephen Stearns. So it's quite possible that he takes a plea.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I have expected from the beginning for him to take a plea. Do you remember I would ask you, why would he fight this? But I don't expect that he will do that, and especially for the second one, maybe for both, only because I do think that there's a good chance they might argue in not guilty by reason of insanity or something because they keep talking about this traumatic brain injury and getting the records from that and all the different stuff in the calls with him and his mom.
Okay.
So it makes me wonder, what are they doing there?
So this is what I think they are doing with that. So his defense team needs to give notice to the judge and to the prosecution if they intend to use the insanity defense, right? Then, if that's the case, the judge has to approve the insanity defense. You just can't use the insanity defense, kind of like you just can't use the alternative suspect or suspects.
Right. Yeah, I remember
either.
that.
Okay. So his trial for the murder is set for September. I think if they're going to use that traumatic brain injury in any capacity, I have a feeling that it is going to be in in a mitigation in the sentencing factor. That's what I think. I think they're going to be using it for a mitigating factor, not as a defense.
It's certainly possible, but that would still make me think he's going to trial either way, but maybe he won't. Maybe he'll plead.
Who knows? I would hope he would. Go ahead. I'm sorry. We're talking at the same time because we're too excited.
I had a feeling that he would have did a plea in the very beginning. I don't know why you wouldn't with all the evidence that they have against you. They literally have photos of you committing the crime that they're accusing you of in the first one. So
right. Well, I think part of the reason why he hadn't taken a plea in the SA and CSAM charges is because his defense team was trying to get that phone thrown out. So now that it's thrown out, I don't know if there was ever a trial that I don't want to cover or that I do want him to plead to, it would be the first one, because there are so many counts of the acts that he did. There's counts, and there's like 5 counts, and they fall under different age groups, which makes it even sadder. So there's like 5 counts from one age group, 5 counts of another age group, and then there's all the images. And what he did to Maddie, he dehumanized her. And now those images, those things that he did are going to be shown to jury members who are never going to be able to forget that. They're never going to get that out of their ever. That's not something that you can, once you've seen it, you've seen it. You can never unknow it. And, I just think,
I agree.
And Debbie, I do think you have it right. I mean, there were 2, it's always been me and Allie. And then there was the third person who had the same name as me, but I do think you have it right.
Yes, I just want to say though, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. That was very sweet. Thank you. And welcome to the new members. And Mallory said that you won one of them, which is freaking awesome. I've never seen that either, even though it should be a thing because, yeah.
I love that. That's so cool.
And thank you again, Debbie, so much. It's really sweet. I didn't see what she said, though, about whatever about you're like having it. What I don't know what you meant.
Hold on, Aubrey. I'll scroll up. Let me scroll up a second. Because it was right before she gifted the membership.
Oh, I see it. I still call you both by your name from the very beginning. That's how long this old lady has been around. I'm wrong and confused. That is a possibility, ladies. No.
No, you got it right. Yeah. You got it right.
And then Jen. They were both Jennifer. We did calls with another person who no longer is working with us, and they were both named Jennifer. But we just called Jen Lou, and then
or Bendy.
Or Bendy, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway.
You think he's gonna plead in the murder one? You do? I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I always love to cover a trial. But the thing is, this type of trial is a hard one to try.
It will be awkward, but also just remember that it's incredibly important to talk about this stuff. So many people shy away from talking about it because it's awkward to talk about, because it's hard to talk about and that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind because it's important, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So.
You're right. You're right. Let me just, oops, I didn't mean to do this. Dadgummit.
But I got to go.
Let me, hold on a second. I want to say jury selection. It says trial, if I remember correctly, it says the trial date is July 22nd. So that would be the start of it. Give me just a second. It's pulling it up.
Okay. And then Julie says it's going to be shown in the next trial too. They actually, I think, are going to try to do a bit of separation there because, there are certain laws about bringing up, like putting things out there that might have the jury look at him a certain way and not keep it just open mind. So that's the whole reason that they separated them in the first place, or part of the reason, maybe not the whole reason, but you'll see in a lot of cases they're not allowed to bring up stuff, from before. Um, so I don't know if they will. I don't know. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if they don't, because they got to keep it separate,
Uh-huh.
and showing those, just because he's capable of one doesn't necessarily mean he's
Correct.
capable of both. Right.
Correct.
Even
But
though I definitely know that he did both, but I'm just saying.
right. So, yes, Allie's right. Okay. And also the trial is set for, it was the 15th, but they've changed it. It is the 22nd of July. That is the first day of jury. Yeah, jury trial set for 7/22 at 9 a.m.
Mallory, he sexually abused her from the age of 8 until she turned 13, when he took her life right after, just a few days after she turned 13 on February 22nd, and she went missing on February 26th. And I have covered it in depth. I went through every file, like all these filings, different police reports, interviews, phone calls on my channel. If you just search my name and his name, or search, it's for me, the search functions never work within the channel. You're supposed to be able to search my channel for his name. It doesn't work for me that way, but you can find so much stuff on it here. And I have a timeline that I created that is interactive. It has links and stuff. It's on my Patreon. I don't know. Is it pinned to the top? It was at one point pinned to the top, but you can download it, and it's a PDF that shows, like, most of the things were taken from the police documents, but there are some different bits of information taken from the news, from the couple different local news sources. And I include links to the interviews mentioned. I include every date that's in the indictments that he's charged for messing with her, like each individual
It's
date.
bad.
There's so much on there.
It's so
But
much.
yeah. I definitely recommend download the timeline that I made if you guys are going to follow the trial, or if you just want to know more now. There is so much information. I went from the time they met to the time of to beyond the crime. So, yeah. What were you going to say, Jen? Because I really do got to go.
Okay,
I love
nothing.
y'all, but I got to go.
Nothing. She's got to go. So nothing.
No, tell me what you were looking up. Something. I want to let you put it out. Whatever you're
I was looking to see. I found the date that's done. I'm trying to see though. It doesn't. It doesn't talk about on his charges what type of punishment they're seeking.
I think they were seeking death for both.
Are they? Because it does. I mean, I wonder.
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. I'll find out for sure. But I'm just curious about that. But also,
pretty sure.
I know a lot of people are very interested in understanding how Brian Koberger ended up attacking those kids at 112 King Road. And the truth of the matter is, I think Brian was working his way to be a serial killer, and I think he intentionally I think he watched the victims, probably Maddie, but through, not directly. Like, he didn't follow her on social media. He followed people that followed her. I think that he wanted, and that's the thing about serial killers, is that they don't have actually a connection with their victims. So anyway, I just want to explain that.
I'm pretty sure they're going for death in both, because I remember him and his mom talking about this in a call, but I also remember it going out, because the news at the time was like, I remember being shocked that they could go for death if.
Oh yeah, I remember us talking about this. Okay, never mind. I remember now.
Yeah. because that's crazy, but it's a good thing, in my
Now, Florida
opinion.
doesn't fuck around with this.
Yeah, good. They shouldn't. But I'm reposting the timeline now for all members on Patreon, free members, and paid members. And I just want to say thank you guys for being here, supporting me. Thank you for supporting Jen too. Please go check out her channel. I'm going to drop it right now. If you haven't, we drop calls over there that won't be here. So you need to go to both. But the playlist on my channel links both channels in order as they go. And then Jen, thank you for being here. And yeah,
Thanks
I
for having
appreciate
me,
you.
babe. Thanks, you guys. I hope you had a great Saturday, had a great 4th of July, and we'll see you tomorrow, maybe.
We'll see you tomorrow. If you're ready, I'm ready. Okay. Well,
I'm ready.
I do have family coming tomorrow though, but we'll probably do a nighttime.
No, let's do it then. No, because you're going to be tired. We'll just do it Monday. We'll just do
Are
it
you
Monday.
sure? Because
I'll put out the no commentary ones on Sunday, and then we'll do the commentary on Monday. Just do it backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll work. All right. Well, okay, you guys. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Bye.
My outro is in like 20 seconds. I'm going to try to go live in the morning, though, before they come, but we'll see how it goes. So make sure your notifications are on. Bye.